Building a New Earth. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. This is an opportune time for you to look at everything that you value in your life, because you are on the verge of some very big changes. You want to be sure that you have your priorities in order when your change in time comes. It is very important for you to know what you stand for, what you believe in, and what your abilities are. Many of you are reaching for new abilities and overlooking the abilities that you have. And when it comes to your belief, you are often focusing on the ones you want to change rather than the ones that serve you. When you are clear about what it is that makes you tick, what is important to you, and what you are hoping for in your lives, you will be able to make assessment. You will be able to determine whether your actions are in harmony or opposition to what you prioritize, what you value, what you believe in, and what you believe you are capable of. We want you to be prepared to build from the changes that are coming. And it is important for you to know what it is that you want and what it is that you have to contribute to as you look to create a new world. As we have said, you are able to shift timelines more easily than ever, and with those shifts come the changes that we are talking about. And when change is upon you, it is important for you to know where your priorities lie. It will also be very important for each of you to value yourselves. If you don't know what your strengths are, ask someone who loves you. Oftentimes you overlook your strengths and abilities because they are so second nature to you. But we promise you, every single one of you has something important and special to offer in the creation of a new earth. You create your reality. This is a time for all of you to reflect upon the lives that you have led up to this moment. It is a time for you to examine decisions that you have made and where you have been able to overcome obstacles. Now is the time for all of you to begin to accept that from this point forward, the life that you will be living will be your creation. The life that you will live from this point forward has nothing to do with a blueprint that was in place before you incarnated. You are awakened creator beings who understand vibration, and that is all you need to put yourselves on that timeline that you want to be on to manifest circumstance, events, and people in your lives. It is time for you to react less and create more. When you are comfortable, calm, and relaxed, that is the ideal time for you to create. When you are reaching for something that you feel you need in order to complete yourself, that is a time for you to process. It is important for you to know the difference and notice the difference between processing and creating. You have so much life to live, so much value to the shift in consciousness, and so much to teach others who have not yet the understanding that you have of what is happening. As you practice creating your reality, realize that you are showing others how to do it as well. You are leading the way. You are the pioneers who have looked beyond the physical, beyond the solar system, and beyond yourselves to not only what is possible, but what is highly probable for you to experience in this lifetime. There is no need for you to create anything that you don't want to experience. Awareness is the key. Be aware of the vibration that you are offering. Be aware of whether it is time to process or to create, and be aware of how you are being of service to others. That is when you are at your most powerful. That is when you have the most support and when you are the most creative. Physical recalibrations. You've been able to take in so much in recent months and years that your systems need to be recalibrated in order to handle the energy, the codes, and the information that you are downloading. All of you are different. There are not two individuals, even twins, who are exactly the same physically. There are several factors involved in why you are different, but that is not the point of this transmission. What we are here to tell you is that the recalibrations that are occurring in your physical bodies have repercussions of how you feel physically. You may be inspired to make changes to your diet, to the amount of water that you drink, and your sleep schedule is probably going to be affected as well. Some of you are sleeping for longer periods. Some of you simply cannot sleep as much as you would like. Again, you are all different. And you are also different energies that are available to each of you. You have all different needs for different codes, different DNA upgrades, and so on. So you cannot compare your experience to someone else's, and you cannot define what is normal in this day and age. There simply is no normal experience. Now those of you who are awake have an advantage. The advantage that you have is that you know what you are experiencing is for your highest good. What is important, however, is that you listen to your bodies, and that you listen to the impulses that you are getting. We want you to pay attention to what your intuition is telling you. Seek out any supplements that you feel inspired to seek out. If people in your life keep telling you about a particular supplement, remember that it is you sending you the message. You're very clever like that. And your guides will do what they do as well, shifting your attention, turning your head, perking you up when a conversation is happening. And so we advise you to listen to these subtle nudges that you are getting to help yourselves through this challenging time of the physical recalibration that is necessary for you to be the recipients of all that is coming your way. You are here to experience change, and some of the changes that you are experiencing are more pleasant than others. But you always have the option of making things more pleasant for yourself. Humanity's ascension journey. There are many possibilities in front of the human collective right now. There is not one future that has been set in stone for all of you. There is not one path to your ascension. You are the ones deciding how you want to move forward in this period of evolution. And you will continue to explore different possibilities with your consciousness before you take yourselves to any of these probable realities with your physical bodies. As you entertain different possibilities, you gain knowledge from exploring those paths, and you bring that information back with you. The same is true for you in your personal lives. You may not know it consciously, but you do these type of exploratory missions when it comes to the choices that you have in front of you. You are benefiting from all of these possibilities, even if you never explore them physically. You are the foundation of what you are creating from. You will bring forth more of yourselves as you continue on your journey. That much is for certain. If you feel stuck, or if you feel that humanity is stuck in its evolution, look within yourselves. Look at the foundation from which everything is springing forward. See what more you can bring to the experience of your personal evolution and the evolution of humanity. Don't wait for something outside of you to happen that is going to light a fire under you, so that you are then pulling forth more of who you are in a desperate state. Bring that more of you forward from a desire to experience more, to give more, to shine more of your light. If each and every one of you does this, you will for sure take the human collective on a most enjoyable route to the fifth dimension. As always, it is up to you. It is your journey to create. And if you are aware of this message, then you can consider this to be a calling. You can consider this to be an invitation for you to assist humanity in taking that path to ascension that is filled with joy, with ease, and with love. Making connections. We have let you all into our frequency range through these transmissions. We have created a doorway that all of you can walk through at any time. This is not a temporary arrangement. You have permanent access, and we are pleased to offer to you freely and without hesitation. When you are ready to make a connection like the ones that we have made with all of you, the circumstance of your life will take you directly to the being or beings whose connection you will benefit from. Your accessing of the doorways is a byproduct of your willingness to look within yourself and to be more honest with yourselves about who you are, who you have been, and what you feel. We give you access because we know that in our frequency you feel more complete. All frequencies are yours. They are all aspects of you. When you look within yourself and you see or feel something that you don't like, that you would rather not experience, and you shut yourself off from it, that is going to limit the number of ways you can connect and the number of beings you can connect to. When you operate as a whole being who is capable of looking at and experiencing all many aspects, you are welcoming in those of us who exist in other realms and dimensions, and you are saying that you are ready to play with us. If you want to have more contact with beings that are out there, so to speak, then allow yourself more contact with what is within you, with all aspects of who you are. When you try to fix something within yourself, it is the same as ignoring it or not acknowledging it in any way. Living with all aspects of yourself is a state of unconditional love, compassion, acceptance, and even respect. It is a way to coexist and connect with all beings, regardless of what dimension they exist in. We are happy to be part of your spiritual family and to help illuminate more of those aspects of who you are, so we can offer our love in the hopes that you will do the same. The truth shall set you free. When you say one thing but mean another, you are not just deceiving the other person or people that you are communicating with. You are showing a lack of respect for yourself. Your authenticity is part of the truth of who you are, and the truth of who you are is not to be diminished or covered up in any way. You are here to know yourselves more fully, and in order to do that, you must be willing to accept yourselves as you are. The practice of lying or not telling the whole truth is quite disempowering. Usually it is an attempt to gain an advantage of some sort, but it is misguided, and you are not gaining anything by not being true to yourself and others. Listen to the words that you speak and listen for the resonance of them. Feel for it. See if it harmonizes with what you actually feel inside of you. Do the same with the thoughts that you think. the thoughts that you think are important because they tell you a story. You must decide which story you want to tell. The story that you often tell is the one that others have fed you, and the story may or may not have been true from that person's perspective. Getting to the heart of who you are and what you are and expressing that is a fast track to ascension. It is also the most liberating path of ascension. Your words carry weight, and your thoughts often reflect the vibrations you are holding. Make sure all of it lines up so that you have an authentic experience of yourself. It is the only way for you to progress and to progress without pain. If you experience shame and self-judgment, now would be the time for you to let go of those experiences and let in more of your authentic self. The truth of who you are could not be more beautiful, and to offer anything less than that is to rob yourselves of the delicious experience of the fullness of who you are. Always be true to yourself and speak your truth, and let the chips fall where they may. We guarantee you that the truth shall set you free. We are at the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.